Shiva is known all over the world as a god of awe-inspiring and terrible power. For many Hindus, he is the god of destruction, rendering the universe and bringing existence back to emptiness when the Yuga cycle comes to its completion. Shiva, the Bholinath, is the Bhairav. He is the savior and the destroyer, and hence he is comprehensible, yet beyond one's grasp. He is compassionate, yet the one with the third destructive eye. And above all, he is the god of all gods. Shiva is everything that describes the exact opposites. As Nataraj, the lord of dance, Shiva comes across as the fiercest, yet the most joyful divine cosmic dancer. The Tandav, a hugely popular dance form, is believed to have been performed by Shiva. And most of us believe that it represents the most aggressive form of dance. In this role, Shiva is an essential element of the Godhead, clearing the way for universe to renew itself. Famously, Shiva accomplishes his destruction through his Tandav, also called as Tandav Natyam, a dance he performs to bring the universe to darkness. But Shiva's Tandav has many other purposes as well. He dances through the entire cycle of the lifespan of the universe, from its creation to its preservation, and finally to its end, and the Tandav accompanies and makes possible of all three phases. The Hindu scriptures narrate various occasions when Shiva performed the Tandav. When Sati, the first wife of Shiva, gave up her life in Daksha's sacrifice, Shiva is said to have performed the Rudra Tandava to express his grief and anger. The Shiva Pradosha Stotra, that when Shiva performs the Sandhya Tandava, the other gods like Brahma, Vishnu, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Indra play musical instruments and sing to Shiva's praises. The dance performed by Shiva's wife Parvati in response to Shiva's Tandav is known as Lasya, in which the movements are gentle, graceful, and sometimes erotic. Some scholars consider Lasya to be the feminine version of Tandav. Shiva's Tandav is described in many texts, including most notably the Natya Shastra. Each piece of the dance is called Karana. A Karana involves both hand gestures and movements of the feet, creating individual dance postures. There are 108 of the Karanas, and when done in sequence by a god of such magnificence, the end comes so that new beginnings may arise. These Karanas are a popular subject of Hindu sculpture. The Karanas are grouped into sections of 7 or more called Angharas. But there are two different forms of Tandav, the Rudra Tandav and the Ananda Tandav. In Rudra Tandav, Shiva, the god of constructive destruction, transforms into his most deadly form while performing his Tandav. The Rudra Tandav often symbolizes the destruction of the cosmos. It also signifies the release of the suppressed anger that germinates within. Most people usually take destruction in the literal sense, but it has a more profound meaning. Shiva, the destroyer, annihilates the evil that seeks refuge within you to make you worthy of attaining salvation and moksha, and relieves you from the cycle of birth and death. And the destruction caused by Shiva is constructive because it paves way for the arrival of the new in the physical world. The world that we live in is bound by time and space, and we are subject to the cause and the natural effect. Whereas Ananda Tandav is the dance of bliss, where the intrinsic nature of Shiva emerges as Shivam, where he is in his purest form, the Sachidananda. A cause and its effect do not bind this experience of pleasure. This feeling of ecstasy germinates deep within and is untouched by the mundane world. The Ananda Tandav by Shiva denotes the purest aspect of his being. The Rudra and the Ananda Tandav reflect the two distinct and diverse natures of the Lord that we worship as Shiva. But this magnificent spiritual insight does bring up questions. Why does Lord Shiva dance at all? What can his dancing tell us about existence? And finally, why is the art of Tandav so potent and powerful? In the Sanatana Dharma, we find the divine always in the incredible artistic form, that represents the culture of India. And so, it should come as no surprise that Lord Shiva should conduct his auspicious duty through the performing of arts. The postures and gestures hold in them profound resonance and mythic meanings. Through this intricate dance, we are given access to profound wisdom of how the universe works. This is part of why the Tandav is so important. It provides so much to consider and meditate on. By showing Shiva's role performed as a dance, it says something about Shiva and by extension the entire universe's nature. Through his Tandav, Shiva is not exerting a personal will but is embodying the way of all things. He dances to the beat of existence. He is boundaryless, liberated. He is in a trance, just like the one who dances is usually in ecstasy. Stone reliefs depicted in the classical form of Nataraj are found in numerous cave temples of India, such as the Ellora caves, the Elephanta caves, and the Badami caves. One of the earliest known Nataraj works had been found in the archaeological site Asanpat village in Odisha. Kumaraswamy summarizes the significance of Shiva's entire dance as an image of his rhythmic or musical play, which is the source of all the movement within the universe, represented by the arch surrounding Shiva. The purpose of his dance is to release the souls of all living beings from illusion.